1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
I think he used to be Manchester United player, didn't he? Back in the day.
He did. Yeah.
Now the manager, which is I think is at Marseille now, isn't he?
Marseille, I think he is. Yeah.
Marseille, French club. I think the manager, according to this, is called Pablo Longoria. Never heard of him. But this is what he said. This is what he said about actually buying Greenwood. He said, with all the information, I called my mother and I said, what do you think? Knowing all the situation, my mother used to work in the prison system in Spain, recognized all the metal of the states, and she said to me, do it. Now, that's a bit strange, isn't it? For a manager to then ring their mom.
To ask his mum.
To ask her to ask for advice on buying a football player. I read that and I thought, it sounds a bit strange. What do you make of that?
Well, you say she works in the prison system in Spain. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe there was some reference to Mason Greenwood's situation. He left Manchester United, arguably should we say, under a cloud, because his girlfriend, his then girlfriend, I think as far as I know, I could be corrected, but I think they're still together. But she accused him of various things in their relationship. I have an idea it was non-consensual sex and things like that, but I don't know the details of all that. And to my best of my recollection, he was never charged, and he was never convicted. Obviously, if he wasn't charged, and I believe his girlfriend withdrew her complaints. But enough had been said, I think. And of course, all that was alleged stuff. It was not ever proven or even charged. So rightly, he should maintain his innocence. But it was enough done, I think, to cloud his situation at Manchester United because of the bad publicity, I guess, around what was happening. Hence his departure elsewhere, which was a shame football-wise, because I always saw him as an excellent footballer, and he played for England, I think, didn't he, a few times?
He did, yeah.
And I know in recent times there have been rumours that he may come back to an English club. I don't know whether it will be to Manchester United. Probably not, because of what happened before. But I wouldn't be averse to seeing him play for England again in the World Cup, because he was a player with a lot of ability. I mean, I guess I can't even think where he played. Probably a forward midfield player, possibly in the striking role sometimes. But I don't know whether you agree. I thought he was a first-class footballer who played well and confidently for England. He struck me as someone who was playing beyond his years, because he's quite a young guy, and he certainly was 3 or 4 years ago when all that happened. And he was playing with the demeanour of a player with much more experience. So I would have him in the England team. I really would. And if he comes back here, I would say good luck to him. He's a great footballer, and hopefully whatever issues they had, they've resolved, and it can be all go from here for him. If he can get into the England side, I imagine he could become a bit of a talisman for our England team.
I agree. Now, lastly, on Saka. So Saka has not scored any goals in 13 league matches. And we know Saka is very good. We love him for the England role. And Arteta said, in response to that, said, look at...
say hello to O'Mealy, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
Arteta, in response to that, said, look at what he's done in the last 200 games. It's very simple. What's going on with Saka? We love him.
Yeah, what's going on with Saka? Well, what's going on is brilliant football. I mean, excuse me, the way he takes on defenders is confidence. I don't mean arrogance in a negative way, but it's like he knows he can beat players. He's got that turn of pace as well, and the way he will go round to the line, you know, with a defender right against him, and somehow he manages to keep the ball in and get it across. So I think essentially Saka is a goal creator. He has lots of assists. I don't know how many he's got in this period of games, 13 games. But he assists goals. And although I don't think he started, did he start in the game the other day? But sometimes recently he hasn't started and then he's come on. Perhaps he did start the other day. But yeah, I mean, I think every other team in the Premier League would jump at having him in their team because he is just so good. And as for England, you know, he gets down that wing. He's always available to other colleagues and to teammates. And I think he's not many people, I would say, I think are wonderful footballers. I think he's got it all. He's got his dribbling ability, and you don't see too many players now when you think about it, like the George Bests and others used to be, who can dribble, take players on. Now there are some, of course, but with the real ability to go round and keep that ball at your feet, there's not too many players who do that. To me, Saka is one of the best players in the Premier League, undoubtedly, and he's still quite young. I think he will shine for England. So this is why I suppose I harbour the hopes that we could get somewhere in the World Cup. We talked about Mason Greenwood, Saka, Harry Kane, and we could go through. We got a surfeit of very, very good players. Declan Rice in there. I could go on round the team. If we don't do something great or even get to the final, I will be surprised. But you see, I'm now doing what I said don't do. We mustn't talk the team up because it puts pressure on them. But we've got, they used to call the previous one the golden generation, who never really won anything. They didn't win anything. Great individual players. And since then, some of them have said, well, the problem was players never really left behind their club affiliations. And there was always a bit of aggro between players from certain clubs. If not aggro, then a certain lack of friendship. Now that's all gone, apparently. And I think this generation of players, which is possibly the best we've had for years, could do great things.
Yeah, that's good. And on a positive note. So this is all we've got time for. Yeah. So this is all we've got time for. Join us again next week as we bring you more topics in football. I've been Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos.
And I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv. We'll see you next week.
It's a goodbye. It's a goodbye from me.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.